GoSAM and its main objectives, the transport and mobility, are very important relationship with the CADMET Master Project. CADMET project has been working on the urban sustainable models that contribute to the city compact, complexity and the proximity configuration, basic characteristics of the Mediterranean city. This facilitates greater energy efficiency and also the improvement of the accessibility and social cohesion, with results in a better quality of life for the citizen.
GoSAMP is an horizontal project of Interreg Med program for low carbon transport in the Mediterranean area. The first task is to create a community with 6 modular projects where they will find specific solutions for specific problems related to urban transport. The second task is the capitalization of the results to replicate it in other cities. Maybe we will have a procedure, normative, software for reduce the CO2 emissions in these cities. So we will create this community beyond the modular projects, horizontal projects, universities for a low carbon society.
Hi, I'm Luca Mercatelli. I work for Area Science Park, a science and technology park in Trieste, Italy. We coordinate the locations project. What we are going to achieve over the next 3 years is developing low carbon transport plans for cruise-related passengers and freight flows, originally in 7 testing territories: Italy, Croatia, Spain, Albania and Portugal. And once we've tested the model, we're going to export the same methodology to another 5 territories in the same countries. But not only that, we're going to capitalize on the results achieved and export the same model, develop new low carbon transport plans for cruise destinations in another 4 Med countries. So great results with locations over the next 36 months.
We are here for the Remedio project. That is a new project financed by the MED program on the thematic of low carbon mobility society. We are proposing for Remedio a new approach that is a participatory governance entity for the road congested by traffic jam. And we are proposing to help engage the community to replanning these roads in a sort of horizontal condominium. This means that the economic operators, the enterprises, the industries, the citizens and all the other social actors living along the street can share a common vision on how to better manage the logistic of the road, the traffic, obviously, the energy consumption, the future connectivity to the city center. Because in Remedio we are focusing on these peripheral roads where a lacking of urban planning and in the past have brought to difficulties in mobility. So we are also addressing commuters, students, children, their family, because there are many solutions that could be put forward thanks to the real engagement of the actors of the street.
Our region is a touristic region, and it's a very popular tourist destination. Therefore, we face a lot of traffic congestion especially in the summer. And this is the main topic of our modular project. It is called Mobilitas, and we would like to solve our mobility problems due to traffic congestions in our area and in our partners' areas. Our aim is to reduce the car use and to persuade people and tourists to use sustainable transport means instead of cars, and to use multimodal solutions for their traveling in our destination.
I am here in Malaga on behalf of Motivate project. Motivate is a project funded by Interreg Med, and our purpose is to take up sustainable urban mobility plans, focusing on areas with seasonal demand, which means areas that attract a lot of tourists. So in the low season they have low demand on transportation, and in the high season exactly the opposite. The goal of our project is to increase citizen involvement in some development, and in order to do that we are going to develop a platform on the web and on the mobile. Our platform will have 4 functionalities. It will collect travel diaries of the travelers. It will give them the opportunity to evaluate the existing public transport system. The third functionality is about evaluating proposed solutions from the authorities regarding transportation. And in the fourth functionality, we are going to promote to the citizens and the tourists sustainable mobility.
The Samport project. It's a modular project funded by the MED program, and it's about sustainable mobility planning in MED-port cities. MED-port cities have mobility patterns which differ from the patterns of other cities because of the presence of the port. So tailored demand requires tailored solutions, and this is what the Samport project will provide. It's an M2 project, so we will do pilot actions. The project revolves around pilot actions, bike sharing, carpooling, ICT systems for public transport mobility in order to improve the green, low-carbon mobility of MED-port cities.
And we have to serve students, professors, employees going and coming from the university, but also inside the university campus. And there have been a lot of solutions so far, which we analyze in detail, promoting cycling, promoting walking, and promoting public transport, and with an environmental and energy footprint which is much more better than in the past. The mobility needs of all university people.
The change in a deep-rooted and widely spread harmful pattern, such as street planning with a main focus on motor vehicles, is only possible through knowledge sharing and collaboration among territories and key actors. And to that aim, the creation of synergies is crucial. At first level, the identification of common challenges to the cities and regions of the modular projects, for example, the increasing mobility demand in tourist destinations during the summer, and the exchange of their approaches and solutions proposed to face them, allow these territories to identify those aspects that may be of their own interest. In that sense, the mapping of all the project's partners, for example, transport operators or researchers, as well as a calendar of all the workshops, seminars, and other events foreseen, are really helpful tools for those interested in applying a particular measure proposed by other projects. The contribution of the horizontal projects goes in this case to the creation of synergies not only within the urban transport community but also at the MED program and European levels, catalyzes a wider adoption of low-carbon transport solutions which will lead ultimately to a cleaner and more sustainable society.
The specific program objective is to increase capacity to use low-carbon transport systems and intermodal connections among them, sharing urban plans. GoSAMP will try to increase the impact of this objective by improving related policies, guiding the MED programs and also the modular projects to improve the visibility, capitalization and mainstreaming of the results. That will be done by using a joint strategy that will be based on networking and synergies. The expected result of the project will be the creation of these synergies that will try to give answers to common problems and also to give the international dimension under the structure of a community. We will also try to contribute to the preservation of the Mediterranean identity, thinking about this kind of cities as a good example of the use of the low carbon transport system. And we will also try to create a thematic hub for communication and capitalization of the results.